ಮೈಸೂರು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ 21ಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ನಾನು ಆಯಿಷಾ ಬಾಯಿ. ಇಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಸುದ್ದಿ ವಿಷಯ: ಮೈಸೂರಿನ ಕಲ್ಯಾಣಗಿರಿ ನಗರದ ನರಸಿಂಹರಾಜ ಕೋವಿಡ್ ಮಿತ್ರ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಮೊದಲು ಕಡಿಮೆ ರೋಗಿಗಳು ನೋಂದಣಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದರು. ಈಗ ಒಳ್ಳೆಯ ಚಿಕಿತ್ಸೆ ನೀಡುತ್ತಿರುವುದರಿಂದ ಇಲ್ಲಿಯವರೆಗೆ 82 ಕೋವಿಡ್ ರೋಗಿಗಳು ನೋಂದಣಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಎಂದು ಈ ಸ್ಥಳಕ್ಕೆ ಭೇಟಿ ನೀಡಿದ ಮಾನ್ಯ ಶಾಸಕರಾದ ತನ್ವೀರ್ ಸೇಠ್, ಮಹಾನಗರ ಪಾಲಿಕೆ ಆಯುಕ್ತರಾದ ಶಿಲ್ಪಾ ನಾಗ್, ಉಪಮಹಾಪೌರರಾದ ಆಫ್ತಾಬ್ ಬೇಗ್, ಕೆಲವು ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ಕೆಲವು ಮಹಾನಗರ ಪಾಲಿಕೆ ಸದಸ್ಯರು ಹಾಗೂ ಕ್ಯೂ ಕೇರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ರವರು ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯ ಪರಿಶೀಲನೆ ನಡೆಸಿ, ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 12 ಗಂಟೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತಿದ್ದ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆ 24 ಗಂಟೆಯೂ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುತ್ತದೆ ಎಂದರು. ರೋಗಿಗಳು ಯಾವುದೇ ರೀತಿಯ ಭಯವಿಲ್ಲದೆ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಗೆ ನೋಂದಣಿಯಾಗಬಹುದು. ಎಲ್ಲ ಸೌಕರ್ಯದ ಜೊತೆ ಮುನ್ನೆಚ್ಚರಿಕೆ ಕ್ರಮಗಳನ್ನು ತೆಗೆದುಕೊಳ್ಳಲಾಗುತ್ತದೆ. ಈಗಾಗಲೇ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಮತ್ತು ನರ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಂದಾಯಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ ಎಂದು ಹಾಗೂ ಕ್ಯೂ ಕೇರ್ ಸೆಂಟರ್ ರವರು ಕೂಡ ಇನ್ನು ಮುಂದಿನ ದಿನಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಆಸ್ಪತ್ರೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಸೇವೆ ಸಲ್ಲಿಸುವುದಾಗಿ ವಿವರಿಸಿದರು. ಪ್ರಿಯ ವೀಕ್ಷಕರೇ, ನಮ್ಮ ವಾಹಿನಿ ವತಿಯಿಂದ ಮತ್ತೊಮ್ಮೆ ಮನವಿ: ಸಾಮಾಜಿಕ ಅಂತರ, ಮಾಸ್ಕ್, ಸ್ಯಾನಿಟೈಸರ್ ಕಡ್ಡಾಯವಾಗಿ ಬಳಸಿ, ಕೊರೋನಾ ಮುಕ್ತರಾಗಿರಿ. ವರದಿ ಅಮ್ರೀನ್ ಸಾನಿಯಾ, ನ್ಯೂಸ್ 21 ಮೈಸೂರು.
Mysore City Corporation, along with the Smriti Foundation, and for operational purpose, it's a Q Care NGO. Basically, most of them are connected with the Columbia Asia Hospital. Fighting the pandemic, the 3 COVID mitras what we have started in the city, especially to cater to the needs of 3 assembly segments, has been doing extremely well. The NR COVID Mitra is working for 12 hours, starting from morning 8 to evening 8. So with the support of Q Care Center, we expect the COVID Mitra to work 24/7. Along with that, our MOU is just been signed between the Q Care Center and the Mysore City Corporation, wherein it is mutually agreed that up to 40 beds would be taken care by the Q Care Center to admit asymptomatic patients who cannot afford home isolation because of the conditions under which they live. They have smaller houses. Isolating themselves is a difficult experiment. Thinking of that, now we are starting with 40 asymptomatic COVID care center attached to the COVID Mitra. Secondly, the hospital, which is designed to cater around 250 patients. We have 150 beds now with 52 oxygenated beds, and we are taking the support of oxygen concentrators. We have 82 patients currently admitted into the NR COVID hospital. Our plans ahead is the asymptomatic patients would also be expanded from the present 40 to 150. So 150 bedded COVID care center and 150 bedded hospital. Total 300 beds. And we acknowledge that the Mysore City Corporation and Mysore Urban Development Authority have provided 6 doctors and 8 staff nurses today. So such being a case, our staff also has improved. The medicine, logistic and other requirements are being taken care on daily basis on behalf of the citizens of Mysore in general, and in particular the citizens who are residing in the surrounding areas of this hospital would be greatly benefited with the services of Q Care and Mysore City Corporation. So I wish them all the very best. Whatever little we can do to the society in respect of curtailing and preventing the spread of COVID-19, and all the elected representatives, irrespective of their party alliance, they have stood together and they have been extending their helping hand, which has really made this dream a reality. So such being the case, I thank one and all who have been associated and working for a cause, and we expect this hospital to cater the needs of those patients who really are in need. And since it's a government-run hospital, along with NGOs and most of the organizations extending their help and support, I think a free service which is being given to the patients, wishing them all a speedy recovery, and whatever has been done till now will definitely grow to much greater heights, and expecting that whatever little we can do to the society, we are giving it back to the society. With that intention we are working. I think we should pray that God give them more strength to associate in a much greater way and help us in running this, the fight against COVID, wherein the corporation has been extending full support. And I thank my other corporators and other representatives who have been standing with us with a cause. I wish them all the very best.
Thank you, sir.
Regarding this hospital, what you have said earlier also you are telling that now you are going to make the task. Sir, what is the thing is, how many existing doctors he is here? Because insufficient of doctors or something is there. It is there, sir?
नहीं, अभी हमारे पास यहाँ 8 डॉक्टर पहले से मौजूद हैं और 11 नर्सेस हैं, 12 नर्सिंग स्टूडेंट्स हैं, और उसके साथ आज का दिन 6 डॉक्टर्स और 8 स्टाफ दिए हैं। तो जिससे है ना हमारे पास आज वी आर कंफर्टेबल टू रन 100-120 बेड्स ऑफ हॉस्पिटल। साथ में कोविड मित्रा में we are 2 doctors were posted, and the services of the Central BD Workers Hospital with 2 doctors and 2 staff nurses also are working there. So along with that, we have gathered much more strength with Q Care Center joining hands with us. So the question of shortage of staff, which we have been telling all these days, have been taken care of.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Everything can't be done in perfection.
Yes.
So BD Workers Hospital was much needed in this locality, and under the leadership of MLA sir and the entire team, it has come to reality. We started small, we started slow, and of course there were teething problems, there were human resource issues, there were logistical issues. And we can't wait for everything to perfect to begin with. So it was started with a hope and a dream. And the only purpose was to actually provide a platform for healing for inner residents, like sir said, irrespective of whatever ward they belong to or whoever they are. Anybody who needed help needed to be provided help. So in this context, BD Workers Hospital became uninspected. And multiple times I've come here, I've lost count of the number of times. Every time I've come, sir has been there, and all our senior leaders have been there, our deputy mayor has been there, and our officers are there. And we kind of built it almost like brick by brick. And infrastructure was in place, but a lot of additions had to be done. Dr. Shiraz has been there from the very beginning, and Dr. Munawar has been there from the very beginning. They worked really hard, and now a new team of doctors have joined. So we added strength little by little, and with the addition of the new doctors that have been recruited jointly by corporation and MUDA, I think for the time being we have achieved sufficiency. And in this context, it is heartening that Shiti Foundation and Q Care NGO have come forward and adopted almost 20 beds. Yeah, for now, 20 beds, and taking care of all the expenses and also providing doctors for the same. And BD Hospital is unique in the sense that I think it is the only place in Mysore where there is a testing center, there is a vaccination center, there is a COVID care hospital, there is a COVID care center, there is a COVID Mitra. And it just caters to everybody in different ways. And it's run very systematically. And COVID Mitras, we began 3 COVID Mitras, one in NR, KR and CR. And initially we started with volunteers, now we have a group of volunteers as well as the BD workers, administration running, as well as some doctors placed full time. Commander Mahinder Singh is coming on a voluntary basis and monitoring the daily attendance and taking care of the daily things here. So I thank him also. So, like sir said that we had it from 8 to 8, the COVID Mitras, and we would like to make it 24/7 because they have become very important triage centers. And without triage, the requirement for a bed or what nature of a bed is required can't be determined. So in that context, COVID Mitra is doing really well everywhere, especially in BD2. And with the addition of new doctors, we hope that there is a increase in timing. I think we should be able to do that once the system stabilizes in a couple of days. Regarding medicines, regarding equipment, there has been funds from the corporation, there have been sometimes MUDA, there has been personal efforts of sir, there has been voluntary contributions, and things are just moving forward. And at this time, all of us are like running so many things and doing so many things. Somehow, we just pool our energies and resources together, and our only goal is to take it forward. And I must really, thank the entire team that is here, including all of you who have always been there, to just make this a very important center. And people have been discharged, they have healed, they have gone. And it is very necessary to establish the 150-bedded COVID care center. And initially, during the first wave, COVID care center would be isolation centers, and whoever didn't have space at home could directly be shifted there with minimal medical supervision. But in the second wave, there needs to be medical supervision at all times because, the severity may suddenly increase, and the dependence on oxygen is one more factor. So that is why it was a very reasoned call when we held on for some time to expand CCC until we got access to concentrators, oxygen concentrators, because the cylinders are being used for the 52 oxygenated beds now. So everything was rational, everything was planned, and under no context anybody should be put under any kind of strain or trouble. So with that, it's been expanding, and in concentric circles it's been expanding. So I just wish the entire team the very best, and thank you sir for taking up this responsibility, and thanks to the entire team. And today special thanks to QK, and you've been really open and giving, when you've taken this responsibility. It's not that everybody, and usually people just restrict to donating something, and taking a responsibility and running it, that requires courage and leadership. And thanks for that, and I hope that we can expand the help that we can with us. And also I believe Mr. Arif Mekri is also here. I heard about all the good work he has done during the last year, and all the good work, the magnitude of the good work he is willing to offer to the people of NR. And on behalf of the administration and personally, I would really like to thank you, sir. And thanks again. Thank you.
Ma'am, yesterday what the COVID helpline you have started, how it is done? Yes. Under one roof you have to be,
So the portal you're talking about?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So we've just released the information directory in the portal called the COVID Helpline Mysuru. So it is designed by, again it is a voluntary contribution. And I must say that most of the activities that the corporation is doing with the civil society participation, so many times they just come with ideas, they just come with people, and we facilitate and we give them the platform and scope so that the reach can be more. So ERT team has been working with us for the past 15 days, and they said that they have developed a similar platform in Bangalore. And we gave them all the inputs and authenticated data, and they have started the COVID Helpline Mysuru. It's an information directory where anything, all the COVID resources in Mysuru, including government hospitals, private hospitals, ambulances, availability of oxygen, medicines, helplines, any sort of COVID related questions are there. Shortly we are also starting a bot, a chat bot, wherein directly you can interact, and live bed status and everything, as and when the information is being available. The portal is being made more and more interactive. So I would like to thank the entire ERT team and Misbah and Muhammad and Nadeem and another doctor from UK. All of them have kind of come forward and given this platform to the people of Mysore. I would like to thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Namaste. This is Supriya on behalf of Acute Care Center, affiliated to Shiti Foundation. We would like to thank everybody from the administration, corporation, Mysore city. This is really a wonderful opportunity for all of us, the volunteers.